Hi, everyone. It is Angela, and you are listening to Divinely Connected. I'm here with your weekly guidance from November 26th through to Saturday, December 2nd. And before I get started on this weekly guidance, I want to say thank you so much for your patience. As you can see, last week we did not get out our daily messages, but they will be out for this week. As well as if you want to head over to angelamcclellan.com under the store tab, there are some items that are up for purchase. We have a 2024 calendar with divine messages for every month. We have 3 different bookmarks and a beautiful angel wing keychain that I'm like obsessed with. I feel like everybody's going to be getting one with their Christmas presents. Everything is limited stock. This is in addition to a limited stock mediumship cards that I have in store. Everything is over there at angelamcclellan.com. If this is something that you think that you would want or someone that you would love would want, head over and get that order in while you can. All right, let's see what is in our general forecast for the next 7 days. Like I said, this is from Sunday, November 26th through to Saturday, December 2nd. We have the full moon on Monday, and it seems to have come in hot. So if you've been feeling a little bit unsure, you've been feeling a little bit anxious, having broken sleep, and having irritability, especially experiencing irritability with other people, you are not alone. There's a lot that's happening cosmically as we're moving through the week. You're going to find it like lightening up, which is really nice. I think that because maybe we were so focused, maybe with the Black Friday sales, maybe with the Christmas holidays coming up, there seems to have been like an overshadowing or overlooking. Don't worry, this energy is not staying forever. It is starting to lighten as you move through this week, okay? And this is where like that moody and that disappointment, this type of energy that's coming in, that almost feels like it was working against you. And I think because it wasn't expected, there was a lot of kind of like, where's this coming from? What is happening? In that you may have thought that, oh my gosh, I was hitting some progress here. And now all of a sudden I feel like I'm back to square one, or all the lessons that I have learned are now gone, out the window. But that's not the case. This is a blip. This is not a detour. This isn't a total like reroute. This is a blip. Okay. We also have, yeah, see, there's the Six of Acorns coming in. We have success and triumph, victory, success, and public recognition, positive results coming in as well. So there's almost this feeling like, oh, I'm taking a risk, or oh, I am kind of leaning over. I'm kind of going to go for it. It's definitely a powerhouse for you. It definitely is coming in as a success. They're still wanting you to keep your wits about you. You need to kind of have this awareness around you. And I think that is important, is just kind of being aware of your environments, whether this is at work, whether this is family, whether this is um, at social engagements. There's almost this feeling of like you're wanting to keep your awareness up, right? And so this may be just kind of being mindful of what you're saying and who you're saying it to, how you're spending your time. That type of thing is just going to help keep you on track in that sense. Okay. There's a little bit of doubt coming in. There's a little bit of this immediately had me go to finances, right? And so maybe we're having a little bit of a dip, or feeling a little overwhelmed financially. Maybe we are feeling as though, oh, we don't want to bite off more than we can chew. Like that's the feeling coming in. We may have this sense of being conservative moving forward. There's a difference between being conservative and being in scarcity mindset. Okay. And I think that is important. Scarcity mindset is fearful, that crosses all aspects of your life, of like there's not enough, there's not enough, there's not enough, there's not enough love, there's not enough time, there's not enough, right? And so the scarcity mindset is almost anticipating never having enough. Being conservative is being responsible, is having that awareness. And don't forget, whenever money comes up in readings, it's always in representative energy out. So it can be money out, it can be energy out, emotions out, time out. And so there's this feeling of wanting to be conservative, right? Not being fearful, not being scarcity, not being freaking out that there's not enough, just being mindful, I think is something that's really important. This is going to help move out of this doubt season. This doubt season as well has been magnified by this full moon, right? And so again, things that we're feeling, things that we are experiencing, there may, like you said, a lot of people have been having a lot of anxiety, really broken sleep, really broken sleep. So then you're kind of starting the day a little bit off, right? This is kind of playing into having more of that doubt, is what they're saying. So as we move through that and move closer to maybe midweek, they kind of show me December 6th, right? Then you're going to be able, you're going to feel a lot better. There's going to be a lot more lightness in that sense. Okay. We also have the High Priestess card coming in, which is again connecting with your soul self, connecting with your intuitive self. When things have been so crazy and things are busy, what goes? What goes, right? Our daily practice, our time for ourselves, our stress management, our ability to hear our thoughts, right? Everything kind of floods out. So there is that need of reeling it back in, right? Making conscious time for yourself to sit with yourself, to remember that you are the gift, right? And especially going into December, which is really demanding financially and energetically, we're wanting to remind ourselves what is truly important, and taking care of yourself and being aligned with yourself and spending time with people that you love is better than presents. It's more important than anything else material wise, right? And so really wanting to feel your best, which is as a result of connecting with yourself. So there's feelings of feeling off. There's feelings of feeling out of balance. Your routine may be kind of broken. You may not be taking care of yourselves in the ways that you enjoy, right? Maybe we don't have time to go for our walks. Maybe we don't have time to have our bubble bath, whatever it is. So there is this need to kind of lean into it. It's also it's also a high intuitive season. So there's already this kind of heightened energy. We may be feeling this ascension side of things where we're having that insomnia and that anxiousness. But there's also a lot of intuitive hits coming in. So a lot of dialogues, a lot of signs and symbols, a lot of visitations coming in. And so really wanting to validate that for you. And if you have been feeling like, oh, I can feel them around, but I'm kind of missing it, or I'm not really understanding it. Usually we need to stay stiller longer, right? Because we want it on the fly, and we want it in this nice little gift basket, right? But the truth is that they're like, listen, you want to talk to me, you got to slow down. Right? There we have the King of Crystals. Love this card. This card is very powerful, as you can see. We have abundance, we have prosperity, we have courage, and we have commitment. So things that you have committed to, things that you've been working towards, are coming in a success, right? And so there's this feeling of rewards. There's feeling of, so what can rewards come in? Financial rewards, pat on the backs, um, featured articles, promotions, kind words. There's acknowledgement for this hard work. There's acknowledgement for um, this kind of follow through, right? So something that you've been working on, something that you're following through on, something that you are completing is coming in, and it's coming in a very abundant and beautiful way. Where there's also, like I said, kind of that pat on the back type of energy that's coming in with it. We also have the partnership card coming in. So the love card, this can be personal partnerships, new loves, babies, puppies. This can be professionals. I always say whatever soul needs to come in is coming in. That's how I love to interpret this card, because it may be a medical specialist, it may be a plumber, it may be a contractor, it may be a new neighbor, it may be a sister-in-law, like whomever it is. There's a soul that's coming in that is going to come in with value for you, that is going to affect your life in a very positive way. So I'm really happy to see this. They kind of slide in. I'm kind of like, well, geez, that doesn't even really fit. It fits. I know probably to you guys it fits, but the way that I feel as I'm doing these readings, I'm like, oh yeah, everything feels very intertwined. I can see how it has like that tapestry feeling to me. And then this kind of was just slid in there. And I'm like, well, geez. I mean, I love it. Welcome. Come on in. But I think that that's just to represent maybe feeling a little bit surprised, whether it's timeline or just the fact that they're showing up at all. There's a little bit of that feeling of, yeah, a little bit of surprising, whether it's the timeline or the person, the soul itself. Needless to say, as I'm moving through this energetic week, I feel so much better next weekend. Be honest. Things feel a lot lighter, feels a lot more put together, type of energy coming in next weekend. So I'm really happy to see that. If you're kind of feeling like a hot mess, you are not alone. It seems to be the vibe right now. It's also wrapping up. So we're really happy to see that coming in. Don't forget, if you are in Nova Scotia, I am at St. Peter's at the Bredor Lakes Inn on December 8th. Tickets are available through my website at angelamcclellan.com. And I'm in Sydney, Nova Scotia this Thursday to a sold out crowd at the Dory. Can't wait to be there again. And don't forget, there are some items and products over on my storefront at angelamcclellan.com. If you're looking to top up your gifts for your loved ones, we have calendars, bookmarks, keychains, and mediumship oracle cards. So everything is there for you over at angelamcclellan.com. And I want to thank you as well. Just as recent, we started welcoming in reviews through trustpilot.com. If you have ever received a service or you enjoy the weekly guidance and daily messages here on Divinely Connected Podcast or through my other social medias, feel free to head over to trustpilot.com. Search bar Angela McClellan Psychic Medium and leave a review. We are so grateful for you sharing your kind words, your honest words with your experiences through my services. Having a trusted um, spot to leave reviews is very helpful, not only for my services, but for my podcast, my website, and my social media presence. And I thank you for everyone who has taken the time to leave a review. And like I said, you can go and check it out yourself at trustpilot.com. All right, I'm going to leave that with you. Don't forget to come back for your daily messages. Have a great week, everyone.